Hi guys, welcome to the video. So today we'll continue with the walkthrough of Knights and Merchants campaign recreated in Armies of Exigo. And today we have the 14th mission, which will be actually another building mission. And here we will be fighting a 2v2 against the General of Prince Lothar and then the Prince Lothar himself, which will be actually the first mission where we will face our main enemy of this campaign. So let's take a look at the opening animation.
At last thine efforts bear fruit. Everywhere in the kingdom the king's serfs rise against the cruel reign of the prince. Verily, even his generals agree not with the barbarisms and cruelties practiced on the commoners. One of the generals has passed a secret message on to us, that the dastardly prince desires to make a cruel example of a village whose people have openly rebelled against his treacherous rule. Thou, and thou alone, art the bulwark between the tyrant and the stalwart villagers. Thou must needs put a stop to this barbarous scoundrel's plans.
Yeah, so as you heard, we'll need to defend a village. That will be actually that our ally. But you don't really need to like straight up defend him because enemies will attack you anyways. But definitely want to keep an eye on your friend because he will be helping you with some units. Also, as you can see, there is a special thing here. That's the mine shaft. This is like really special building that's only used in this mission, and you can actually use it to your advantage by bringing a peasant there. So let me just start building some farms first, and
Let's do it.
if you start repairing the mine shaft, then once you repair it, you will be able to enter there with one of your peasants. And after that, you will be actually receiving some gems from the mine shaft, so it's really useful. Here you can also create an expansion. If you continue this way, you will hopefully find some treasures here. Yeah, so as you can see, there are 200 gems, so we can pick that up. And yes, you can see once I repaired it, I'm able to enter it, and once I enter it, it will generate 500 gems. It will generate the gems once every few minutes. I don't exactly remember the time, but you just want to keep one peasant there and it will keep generating your gems. Even if you don't pick them up, it will just create more and more. And if you want, you can just go there and pick up like 5,000 after half an hour or something. So you don't even need to pick that up like regularly. But of course, you probably will need those resources anyway, so just right there from time to time with your scouts and you should be okay. You have 6 scouts from the beginning, that's your army, so you will need to create some farms first. And after that, you will be able to start finally making some units. Also, as you can see, I immediately ran out of wood, and in this mission is actually pretty difficult to harvest wood. Or I mean, it's not difficult, but you need to go really far away from your town and start harvesting somewhere around here or down here close to your ally. Yeah, and actually let me look the second monitor because I keep running out of here. So you want to create your blacksmith here and just start harvesting wood really early. And then you also need that expansion because right now we don't have any resources. Also keep in mind that you can go down here and there is a healing fountain behind your ally, so you can just heal your units between fights if you don't have cooldowns on your elite knight heal, so you can go here and heal your units. And also there is one more thing, your ally has a blacksmith here with those big piles of wood, and once every like 5 minutes or something there will be a treasure with wood created and you can go here and pick it up, so you can get some more wood from here. So as you can see, you are getting lots of resources from like really not natural ways, let's say, something that's really special for this mission. You are getting gems from your mine shaft, you are getting wood from those blacksmiths, you can pick up lots of gems, treasures around the map, and it's just really interesting. Yeah? It's really something special for this mission that you will not see in any other missions. Also, as you can see, the area is always revealed, not like the whole map, but a really big area. So you can see the first part of the enemy town where he has most of his units, or also some units that will attack you, so you need to keep that in mind. You can also see the whole town of your ally and really big area around it. As you can see, your ally is not creating units yet, but at some point he will start creating some non-elite units, so that's the main point here. Also, I ran out of wood again, so let's just bring one more peasant to wood. We also ran out of population, so we need to create more farms. It's just really lots of things that you need to do at the start of this mission. But once you do everything, you should be finally able to start making some soldiers and everything. Here are only some rocks, so nothing interesting here. You don't need to go there. And here is like also quite big forest where you could potentially harvest some wood, but this is basically a trap, because if you go here and start harvesting, then you will probably get attacked, because the second enemy, which is the black enemy, the Prince Lothar, actually has a really big town in this area, and he will be attacking you from actually both sides. So from here and also from here as well, together with the green enemy. So also keep that in mind. This is definitely not a safe spot. As you can see, here are already those black units, so I will retreat from there. So let's just keep creating more peasants. I already have some gold, so once we get a little bit more wood, I will finally create my expansion. This is the only expansion that you can actually create in this mission before you destroy any enemies. So it's definitely really important to capture it really soon. And after that, that will be basically all resources we can get. But as I mentioned, you definitely don't have resources in this mission, only from your expansions and your main base. But you are also getting resources from those other sources, like your ally, blacksmith, and this mine shaft. Of course, there is nothing that would like tell you how to use this mine shaft. Nothing to tell you to repair it and then put your peasant there. I wanted to put like a hint there or something, but since there is nothing like that in Knights and Merchants, I wanted to keep it the same with all those messages. But if you read that file that I gave you, then it's really precisely described there how you can use the mineshaft. So if someone wants to explore it himself, he can figure it out pretty easily, or he can just ignore it and play the mission without the mineshaft. And if someone gets stuck on this mission, or he wants to know how this thing works, he can just go to that file and read it there, or just watch this video, of course, and you will find out as well how to use it. Right now we have basically nothing more to do with our scouts, so let's just place them here and wait a little bit. And let's just keep creating more peasants. In this mission we might actually run into some gems problems, even though we have this mine shaft, so probably a really good idea to start mining from gems mine pretty fast, and also get some more peasants for wood. Right now I received another gems pile, so let's just pick it up and continue with our peasant this way. And again, I'm also upgrading my my units. Let's actually make one barracks here, probably somewhere around here. I will also need to build those towers there, so we will make like a circle of towers around this area, because my ally will probably start making soldiers somewhere around this area. So I definitely don't want to fight here without him or something. So let's just create those barracks a little bit in the back. And also keep in mind that you will be attacked from both sides. So once we defend the first attack, which will come from this town, only the green enemy will attack you. Then you definitely want to start building some towers here and basically everywhere, so you don't get attacked from here and don't lose your town while you are trying to defend yourself here. So as you can see, I still didn't receive any wood. It's probably taking a little bit more time in the beginning, but once we start receiving red wood, it should be pretty easy for us, because Yeah, actually, wood is the main problem for us right now. That's the resource that I have the least amount of. And once we finish these barracks, we will definitely upgrade to stone keep. And again, don't forget to make peasants in your expansion. That's like the biggest mistake you can do, to not fill up your expansions. So here we have the healing fountain. That's like the main thing you need to don't forget about, because even if you have elite knights, you will run out of heals pretty quickly, because you won't have even time to make too many of them. Most of them will die during the fight, and then you won't have even too much time between fights to reset that cooldown. So definitely use this to heal your units between fights, because it will be really useful for you. And you will anyways need to go here, so it's much better to have some units in this area that's much closer to here than keep everything here. Then you will have really hard time to retreat here, and you will probably lose all of your peasants before you can even get there with your army.
What needs to be done?
Right now we are getting close to our population cap, so let's create 2 more farms and also 3 more peasants in our expansion. And let's also upgrade to castle and research the improved farming upgrade.
I live to serve. What needs to be done?
I will also take 2 more peasants and start harvesting a little bit more wood. And since we have a lot of gold, we can maybe create another blacksmith. Also go down here to our ally and keep upgrading our units, of course. It's costing quite a lot of wood, but right now, since we don't have the castle upgrade yet, we should have enough time to harvest enough wood for those buildings that will unlock our elite units. I will only upgrade my barracks right now to advanced barracks, of course. That's always really useful.
What needs to be done?
So we should have enough peasants in all of in all of our expansions right now. And as you can see, my ally is finally also starting to make some units. So as you can see, he's making X-Men, Spike-Mans, and Archers. I believe that's everything. He won't be making any scouts or elite units.
My life is at your service.
Yeah, we have some scouts from beginning, so let's actually join our ally here. And this is basically the area where you want to create your towers. Of course, this should be also pretty good, because you will have really narrow space where you could destroy them with those towers, but you won't be able to use your ally help there, so I would say that's more valuable. So let's actually build those buildings that we will need for elite units.
Good idea. What needs to be done?
Also Circle of Ancients, and actually let's maybe bring some more peasants to wood, because I still have some wood problems. But also let me check the area here. Yeah, as you can see, I finally received first wood pile, so we can go here and pick up 500 wood
At your service.
with our scout. And I believe we should also receive another pile of gems really soon. But right now we don't have gem problems, so we don't need to hurry with that. Yeah, but since I received the wood, I can definitely make another barracks. And also we can take 2 peasants and start building those towers. We can maybe also use like a keybind for those peasants, so we don't lose them. And let's start building here. As you can see, it's not really even area. I mean, the ground is really uneven, so it's really hard to build here. But you should be able to find those spots for your towers. Yeah, I believe this is like the right area to build those towers, so the ally units are in the range of those towers. If you build them 2 in front, those archers won't be helping you. If you build them 2 in the back, all those units will die before your towers even start shooting your enemies. So you really need to find that balance there. Right now we can finally start making some soldiers. And also maybe let's make like 1 more farm. Let's check once more that we have all of our peasants here. We also created another blacksmith, so we can start making more upgrades. Maybe some damage for our ranged units, and then we can upgrade our melee units here as well. And again, don't forget to upgrade your towers, of course. As you can see, your enemy is also grouping up some new units here. I believe those elite knights, crossbowmen, some pikemen, swordsmen. Yeah, he's making basically all of those elite units. So again, you might consider also making everything, but he
Building
doesn't have
complete,
that
my
many
lord.
elite knights. So I won't really worry about elite pikemen yet. Let's actually upgrade our new barracks and to make some more units. And also, as you could saw, there is a new gem pile, so let's pick that up. Right now we received a message, and that's basically telling us that the enemy is going to attack really soon, so we will need to defend our village, or I mean our ally and his village. And we don't have too many soldiers yet, so I hope that we will be able to defend this, because there will be lots of elite units. But since I built those towers on the right spots, I believe we might be able to defend ourselves thanks to those ally units that will hopefully help us. You have to keep in mind that the enemy will not attack this way, but more of like towards our town. So we just need to lurk them a little bit down, so our allies start helping us. So right now we have enough population, enough gems, everything, but we are running out of gold actually a little bit. So maybe not the best idea to make those super expensive elite knights. Let's actually start making some crossbowmen and swordsmen, because crossbowman is definitely the cheapest unit if you want to save some gold. But swordsmen are also pretty good. So as you can see, it's already attacking. So let's use our prayer ability and all of our other units. I actually didn't even group up my army yet, so I will need to do that during the fight. And as you can see, it's actually a pretty big attack. So let's maybe retreat to those towers a little bit. Our ally is also dying here. I will probably also lose my peasants, but that's not the main problem right now. And I will need to retreat a little bit because we are losing quite heavily. Of course, our ally is still making some units, which is really good because he's keeping the enemy away from my towers. And as you can see, it's pretty close. He still has quite lots of units, but he has mainly crossbowmen, so hopefully we'll be able to destroy them with our knights. Of course, I need to keep healing them, otherwise we'll have really big problems. Maybe you can build more towers if you want to have it a little bit easier. This really doesn't seem too good, but yeah, definitely don't have gem problems. This is just about gold. So it seems like we kinda lost right now, but I believe we can still turn it over, let's say, because my ally is still making some soldiers, even though this won't help us too much. But it will probably take the enemy some time before he can destroy this. And I should be able to group up some units before he do that. And then we should be able to destroy those elite crossbowmen. Hopefully we can create those knights. Also maybe one more crossbowman here. And I can also use this time to build new barracks. Let's wait for this crossbowman and then we will attack him. Of course, it's not like the best situation, but I still believe we can win this. So let's charge them right now. And of course I will really need to use the maximum value of my heals here. So let's just wait for low HP and then I will full heal myself. I will do the same with this knight and also this heal. And right now I ran out of heals, so I will just need to continue like this, but we got a new knight, so we can use him to heal this. And as you can see, as I mentioned, we were able to we managed to defend ourselves, but this was definitely much closer than it needed to be. You can play it much better and win it way easier. So let's repair our
Let's do
buildings
what
really
needs to be
quickly.
done.
I will need a new Temple of Swords,
Will the work
and
never end?
I will also definitely
My
need
lord, to
some
serve.
more
Good
towers,
idea.
because we were
Excellent
really
idea,
slow with
Lord.
them last time, and as you can see, it's not really paying off if you forget about your towers. So let's just make more of them, and even like two lines of them. That might be also a really good idea.
Good idea.
And as you can see, we are just running out of gold super quickly right now. So gems are
My life
definitely
is
not
at
the
your
problem
service.
in
At
this
your
mission,
Ready and
but
will be done.
maybe
At
later
your
in the
service.
game they
It will be
might
done.
become a problem as well. So definitely need to
Huh? Ready for work, my lord.
use
Let's
every
do
every
what needs
resource
to
that we
be
can
done.
get in this mission.
Excellent idea.
Repair our buildings, also upgrade our barracks. Also always check this area if you are not getting some new resources. Yeah, right now we
Building
received
complete,
some
my
more
lord.
gems.
Building
It
complete, my
will be
lord.
done.
So
Building complete, my
let's
lord.
get
Alright.
that. Also upgrade our towers, and I will also make. Actually, let's just make one
I
peasant
am
here
here, my
and
lord.
start building those towers up here. I believe the next attack will come from south, but then there will be another attack coming from north, basically almost immediately after that. So we will just need to be prepared for that. As you can see, he has even more soldiers right now. My ally doesn't have basically anything, so it's getting pretty tough. But hopefully we can defend ourselves.
Upgrade complete, my
Also, he
lord.
had quite lots of elite knights, I believe,
Building complete,
or
my lord.
maybe he didn't. I don't know, but maybe it might be
I
also a
live
good
to
idea
serve.
to create some of those elite pikemans if you have some extra gold. But right now I won't waste any resources on those new buildings. I just need to build something that will protect me from the next attack.
Building complete, my lord.
And I will need lots of resources to upgrade all of those towers, of course. You might also consider upgrading the teamwork upgrade, but to build those towers faster, but I don't have enough peasants for that anyway, so let's just not waste any more resources. Maybe we can upgrade our ranged units. Let's create some crossbowmen.
Building complete, my lord.
And also we have some new towers, so we need to upgrade them. And I will definitely need even more towers. Yeah, this is definitely not enough.
Building
It's like
complete,
10
my lord.
towers. We will need like at
Upgrade
least 20
complete,
of
my
them,
lord.
maybe even 30. Towers are definitely the main thing that can keep you alive. Even though in this mission you don't have gems problems yet, so you might also consider spending all those resources on more units. I still prefer to build those towers because the offensive power is much stronger and is also more durable than elite crossbowmen. But of course you cannot move them, you don't have levels and all those kinds of stuff.
Upgrade complete,
So
my
you
lord.
want to combine everything. Also, as you can see, I didn't unnecessarily spend my resources to
Upgrade
build
complete,
like
my lord.
all farms to have 200 population, because we are not using it anyways right now. So that's another quite
I am
nice
here, my
tip.
lord.
Yeah, don't build anything that's unnecessary to you right now. But also don't forget to build things that you might need in the future. So let's build some more towers here. I will make like those groups of 3 towers. That will hopefully keep us alive for a while, and then I will continue with some more towers on those sides, of course.
Building complete, my lord. What needs to be done?
So let's actually make some more crossbowmen. Even though I will also need some units in front of my towers and ranged units. Right now I think it's the best value to just create more crossbowmen because they are the cheapest units on gold. And yeah, I don't think we need any more peasants anywhere, so that should be okay. Let's just keep upgrading our towers. And here we received another pile of wood, so let's pick that up with one of our horses.
My steel shall
And yeah, I mean we don't have food problems, so maybe you don't need that many peasants. I believe we have 6 of them on wood. Yeah, I'm right. So you probably need only like 5 or even 4 but of course in the beginning we had some wood problems, so you really need to figure out the best setup of peasants for yourself. Right now we created some of those elite crossbowmen, so let's make also some swordsmen in front of them. And of course still need to keep upgrading my towers. I believe we finished one here. And now we will start building those towers. So there are like three main spots where you need to build towers, yeah? You will need to cover this whole area, and then you need to cover this small pass and this even smaller pass. You could also maybe create towers like here, but as you can see it's really uneven again, so probably not the best spot to build towers. If you want to cover it here, you maybe also can, but I found those spots to be the most effective because they are really small and you can just split the enemy army into two halves, which will be easier for you to defeat later on.
Upgrade complete, my lord.
Right now I'm spending lots of resources on those towers, but hopefully it will pay off later.
Upgrade complete, my lord.
But actually, let's maybe upgrade this last tower and wait for a while now. And let's spend some more resources on units, because I believe that might help us as well.
Huh? What needs to be done? Huh? I am here.
Yeah, we have those two peasants on gold right now, because of course we need lots of gold. And I'm not building any more towers right now, so it's probably not like the best idea to keep your peasants somewhere idle. So it's just better to send them to gold, even though we usually don't need more than 10 peasants. Those two extra peasants will still bring you some extra value, even though it won't be like something super huge. Let's just make some more melee units. We can also maybe start finally making some more elite knights, because we are finally getting some more resources, but as you can see, enemy is attacking once again. So let's bring all of our units here. As you can see, my ally is not fighting really close to those towers, so we are not getting the full value, but at least here I'm getting some value. And my ally also has finally some more units than he had during the first fight, so he will be able to help me a little bit more. Again, I'm trying to maintain my stronger units alive by healing them, and now we will finish those ranged units. So as you can see, I lost basically all of my melee units, but we were at least able to finish our enemies without losing basically everything as we did last time. Yeah, he destroyed like one tower or something, so we are pretty okay. But you definitely want to repair your towers after all those attacks, because if you don't, you will just lose your towers over time and you will have really big problems with defense later on.
I am here, my lord.
Also, let's make some more towers, because this will definitely not be enough. And yeah, here we have some more resources to pick up. And right now I'm not exactly sure when the attack from north will come, if there will be one more attack from south first, or how it will actually looks like. So let's just wait with our army in like the middle, and we will just see where we need to go. Basically, if you stand here, you should be easily able to defend either side, yeah. And basically here we have more towers and also our allies, so usually you don't need to like stay here all the time. It's maybe a better idea to stay closer to the north, because here you have no ally and I don't have that many towers here, so it's more vulnerable spot for me right now. Also at some point we will just need to take our army and attack this, which will be really difficult to conquer. But of course we will need to defeat that at some point, and of course during that time we will be even more vulnerable, because the enemy from the north will be able to just destroy us really quickly. So let's just heal our units. As I mentioned, you can also use that healing fountain, but right now I don't have that many units yet, so I'm easily able to heal that with my elite knights. And let's maybe also make some more crossbowmen, and finally I will probably start building that growth of pikes, because as you can see in the south there is like super huge amount of elite knights, and I will just need some pikemen for that, because otherwise we won't be really able to get through this. As you can see, they are like in the back. So first I will start with my swordsmen and knights, get through those towers and elite swordsmen, and after that I will just bring my elite pikemen. Here I want to have at least one full group of them, and I will fight those knights and hopefully destroy them fairly
I
quickly.
live to serve.
Also, I will keep making more towers here, and right now we saved up some resources finally, so let's just make some more elite knights, because I also want to have full group of them, as always, and also one more crossbowman, so we have full group of ranged units as well. And as you can see, we also ran out of population, so that will be another gold spender to build more farms, of course.
Building complete, my lord.
You might also want to attack this green enemy really quickly, because you will get an expansion there. So after that it will of course get much easier,
Upgrade complete,
but
my
you also
lord.
have to keep in mind that you will need to defend on another line there. So you will need to defend your expansion here, you will need to defend this pass, because you might also go around your expansion there, and you will still need to defend those fronts. So it will get even more difficult, because you will need to fight on more lines at once. But you will get an expansion, so you probably won't have any resource problems anymore.
Will the work never end?
I mean, this mission is definitely getting a little bit harder than those previous missions. It was really sketchy when he firstly attacked me, but you can definitely play it a little bit better. I don't even know, I don't remember what I told you in that text file that you received with this campaign. There are some described strategy how you could play it and probably not lose so many units as I did. So you can go there and check it out. Right now I'm just playing it after like 2 months after creating it, and I don't remember anything, so I'm just playing it like a fresh player as you would be playing it. But yeah, if you want to some inside knowledge how to win it more easily, you can definitely go to that file and check out some more in-depth strategies. Right now I will start creating those elite pikemans, because we finally have growth of pikes and I have some free resources that I can spend on this. And also seems like we'll need one more elite knight to fill up our full group, and seems like enemy is attacking once again. Actually this time he's attacking with elite knights and also some other units, but yeah, actually this is the black enemy, as you can see. So there is a high chance that he will also attack me from this side, as you can see. So this is actually quite a big problem, because right now I need to defend myself on both fronts. Also I'm not really using the towers right now, so let's go back a little bit. And I will probably lose those towers, but I just don't want to move my army yet. I want to destroy this first, and I will rather rebuild my tower from the north after that. Also keep in mind that the green enemy can attack at any time also, so you need to be really prepared for everything. And right now I will just move here. As you can see, those towers slowed the enemy down, so he's just being stuck behind his elite crossbowmen, just shooting and not really destroying my town and peasants, which is really the main point why we were making those towers, so we can slow him down before we get here with our units. Actually, I don't know where he went with his melee units, because I believe there were some pikemen or something, but maybe he retreated or something, I don't know yet. We'll just keep an eye on him. Hopefully he will not return, hopefully, but if he does, I need to be prepared. And yeah, as you can see, I saved up quite a lot of resources during that fight, because I was just not really focusing on unit production, so we can definitely spend those resources now, and also probably make another farm. And also I want to repair my towers and rebuild some of them. Yeah, also there is one a little bit damaged tower down here. That's the reason why I have more peasants, because right now I just bring 3 peasants away and I still have 10 of them here. And since we have gold problems, it's the main, most important thing to keep your peasants active on those gold fields. Yeah, right now I still have lots of elite knights, so no need to go to this fountain. I was able to heal everything and still have some heals ready. But if you want, you can go there definitely. And as you can see, the green enemy, or actually that's the black enemy once again. Okay, so let's just defend again. As you can see, those attacks are really frequent. So probably more units will come from north as well. But right now I already have some units that I can bring there. As you can see, he's already here. So let's just defend our peasants. Yeah, he will just destroy that super quickly. But I should be ready. I will just heal my knight here. Maybe bring him back since the heal is not ready yet. And once we defend ourselves here, we will move to the north and hopefully... Actually, let's just save our peasants by bringing them to the castle. Of course, we can fit only like 10 of them there, so we will still lose some peasants, but I mean, it was probably more important to save those towers on the south, because that would be super expensive to rebuild. Let's not waste any more elite knights, yeah, just keep healing them. Of course there are those elite pikemen, but as you can see I'm easily able to kill them just with my towers. But as you can see, those attacks are actually pretty frequent, so we will need to start playing a little bit more safe. And we will also need to make more units, so we can finally attack the green enemy and start playing 1v1 basically, because of course our ally is like... I mean, he is there, but he's not really helping us too much. He will definitely not help us with attacking our enemies or something. So we really need to rely on ourselves with this. Yeah, you basically have no time to rebuild your towers, so I will just start building there, but it will not really get us anywhere. And right now we are really getting into that situation where you are not really able to heal yourselves anymore pretty effectively. This was probably the last time where I was able to do that, but yeah, there is another attack, so after that I will probably need to use that healing fountain finally. And as you can see, he has lots of those pikemen on this side, so I will move my elite knights to the south. And yeah, I will probably lose my elite pikemen here, but I don't really care about them right now. I just need to preserve my elite knights, because that's the most important unit. And let's make a little bit more of them, of course. Actually, I again ran out of heals here, but hopefully some other knights are able to heal my units. Seems like there is one more that's able to heal. Yeah, but I'm definitely not able to conquer this town with this small army, so I will just need to wait a little bit and just keep defending myself and hopefully creating more units. Of course, if you start losing more units than you can create between those attacks, then you probably need to restart the mission, because you will just keep falling behind until you eventually lose. So we just need to keep increasing our strength, which will be probably really difficult, but hopefully we can get to that over time. So let's just... yeah, I will probably create some knights here. Yeah, there was a little bit too many of them, but doesn't really matter. And also let's make some swordsmen and crossbowmen. As I mentioned, crossbowmen are really good because they don't cost too much gold. Also, let's upgrade those towers. As you can see, the black enemy is not attacking for a while right now, so we have some time to recover. But after a while he will probably attack again, and once he strikes again I will need to definitely have some defense here, so we don't lose our peasants once again. We are running out of population, we are running out of resources, so everything is going kinda the wrong way for us, but hopefully we can recover from this. My auto heals doesn't even work right now, but let's just pick up some of those resources that have regenerated here. And let's just heal our army manually. I still don't want to use that fountain because if I move there, I will be really far from this spot, and since my ally doesn't have any units right now, I really need to be here to help him defend. But I believe later in the game you are able to, I mean, once you destroy the green enemy, you are able to leave your ally here alone, and he can just defend the south way just with the help of your towers. Right now he's attacking once again, so let's just bring our units here, and hopefully we can survive on the north for a while. I will sacrifice that peasant to slow them down a little bit more and just recreate a new one. And as you can see, they are not even attacking with any pikemen from this side. Obviously not even elite crossbowmen. Yeah, those units are attacking from north, so I don't really need to worry about retreating my knights against those elite pikemen. But of course it will still slow me down quite a bit, so I will need to go to the north really quickly. Because again, we lost everything. Right now he's going for my peasants. So let's just bring them in again. Yeah, it seems like I have a stuck crossbowman here. But he will destroy this farm, so he will get unstuck. And of course it's not like the best idea to fight those pikemen with my knights. So let's retreat a little bit. Maybe heal my knights, and if I destroy those pikemen with my crossbowmen, I should be okay. And my army is probably growing a little bit, but it's really slow. So we will need to make some adjustments probably, but right now I just need to keep working on my units production and also maintaining those towers, so we can survive a little bit longer. I also ran out of population once again. So let's actually bring our army down again, and let's build a new farm. Also, we need to fill up our gems mine here, because I mean, I'm not running out of gems, but a few minutes ago we had about 2000, and right now I have definitely less than that. So also need to keep that in mind, that over time we will probably run out of gems. Let's try to rebuild some of those towers again, because that's the only thing that can slow your enemies down while we are fighting on the other side of the map. And also let's heal our units. Of course, that's the most important thing you need to do all the time. Yeah, it's finally starting to look like a pretty decent army. So I will actually regroup everything, make a new group full of pikemen and swordsmen. So we have 5 groups right now. And once we fill up this population, we will again need to make another farm. Keep producing elite pikemen. We are getting ready for that attack. I mean right now our attack, because I really want to destroy this enemy. But we'll really need something to defend ourselves from this side during that time, because if you attack and don't leave anything here, either towers or units, you will just lose your town, of course. And I mean, towers are not really effective, because your enemy will just destroy them with elite crossbowmen that have longer range than your towers, and those towers will do basically nothing. So you will definitely need some units here. But right now I'm just making more units, more farms, and basically everything. Yeah, we are getting to that population cap, so this will be the last farm we need. And also, as you can see, I need only I need only 3 more swordsmen to fill up my group. So let's just make them really quickly. I will also finish my crossbowmen's group. We have full elite knights group, and also we will keep our elite pikeman production going. I believe we might actually fill up all of our groups, which would be pretty nice, and after that we can attack here, hopefully. I don't really know how many units you need in the north to be able to defend that black attack. It's just a combination of elite pikemen and crossbowmen. So basically the best answer is making elite swordsmen and elite crossbowmen. But I just don't want to put like half of my army there to defend myself. So I'll probably just wait for the enemy to attack. He usually makes like 2 quick attacks and then he gives me some time to recover, so I will just defend those attacks and then attack myself the enemy on the south. As you can see, he's attacking right now, so let's actually split that army. I will use probably those two groups here, and the rest will be fighting here with my ally. As you can see, my ally will be probably already able to defend against those elite knights, but of course there will be more units coming, so I will just need to help him there. As you can see, those units are not leveled up, so it will probably be quite challenging, but hopefully we can defeat him. He also has some stuck units there behind those elite pikemen, so it should be okay. Let's just make sure that we are using all of our elite crossbowmen. And here I'm actually losing some knights totally unnecessarily. Let's actually make an attack move here and finish him. And yeah, as you can see, I was able to defend myself on this side as well. So right now I will just need to recover my army and probably defend one more attack. And after that we will make our own offensive push and hopefully destroy the green enemy. That will be really nice because it will finally relieve some pressure and we might start fighting against the black enemy as well. We are really getting close to that population cap, but hopefully we can still somehow win this with this army, because we of course won't have too many more units if we are getting closer to that population cap. But also keep in mind that your ally is also getting stronger over time, of course until you are sacrificing all of his units all the time on each attack, but I mean, I'm kinda trying to help him a lot, so as you can see he's saving up at least lots of archers, so he will be able to help me later on really well. As you can see, this is another attack from our green enemy, so I will just move to this open space that I left here, maybe retreat with my archers a little bit, or I mean crossbowmen, and hopefully somehow defeat our enemy. Again, I don't want to use my elite knights against pikemen, so let's bring them back a little bit. Maybe we can also use elixir of strength, some auto heals, and we should be okay. And after that there should be probably one more black attack, and then we will attack the green enemy. We again lost some units, so we will need to recover. I need to do that really quickly. We will need 2 more elite knights, but we obviously don't have population for that. So let's just make more pikemen, and also let's make like 2 more growth of pikes, because the production is just not fast enough right now. I hope that we have all upgrades, yeah. So that's really important to check. And also let's heal our units once again. Right now I'm expecting attack from black, so probably not a good idea to retreat to that fountain, but also as you can see those pikemen are just injured, so let's just bring them here. And all of the other units are basically full life except this knight, so let's just full heal him. And let's make those final units for our army. So yeah, as you can see, it's basically like 15 minutes already or something, and this is the first time where we are getting to the population cap. So as you can see, it's really hard in this mission, but I definitely messed up in the beginning. Yeah, you don't need to get so close to losing. You can preserve much more units, don't lose the towers, and definitely play it more safe. But if you play it like me, then you will probably get a really long game. where you are constantly being attacked, and you need to really play with maximum effectivity. Of course, right now I'm definitely not playing with maximum effectivity with those resources, but I'm just expecting that black enemy to attack me, so I'm not really doing anything since I have full population, but we can definitely use this time at least to build some more towers. I will use those peasants rather. So we can build some more towers and hopefully slow the enemy down. Yeah, I will rather start building somewhere around here because it will give me a bigger area to fight the enemy, and hopefully also those towers will protect themselves from ranged enemies. Yeah, seems like I had some peasants there harvesting some wood, so of course that was a mistake. And again, I will bring my units up here and defend myself, because as you can see, Black is attacking from here. That means I know that he will also attack me from north at the same time. He is always attacking from both sides at the same time.
Will the work never end?
So again, I'm using the same army to defend myself. Yeah, I just split it, so I have one full group of swordsmen and one full group of elite crossbowmen on this side defending me, and the rest of the army is down here. So let's actually probably make some units that we lost. Yeah, seems like the knight is already being created. Yeah, it also seems like he killed some of my peasants, but since I probably had more of them than I needed, it probably won't be too big of a problem. So let's just finish him. Yeah, I can maybe heal my swordsman here. And actually, you know what? Let's attack immediately. I don't want to wait anymore. I will pick this up. Yeah, let's actually take him out. And let's pick up those gems. Also, there will be probably a pile of wood, but we don't need any wood right now. So let's just ignore that and regroup and attack. Of course, we definitely want to save the game. I should have done that earlier already, but I mean, it won't really change anything yet, but right now I definitely want to save the game. So let's do it. Save, yes, okay. And let's attack this enemy. So I will go this way a little bit, so I can fit my units here. And now we will start fighting him. As you can see, I'm bringing my knights down a little bit because he has pikemen on top. Also, I will get to this tower really quickly, and hopefully I can get my pikemen there as well, because there will be really important to kill those elite knights. Also, let's heal my elite knights, because we don't want to lose too many of them unnecessarily. Seems like some of the healing cooldowns were not ready when I attacked, which was a mistake. I should have waited a little bit, but hopefully we can still win like this. And again, I need to maintain my my unit production, of course. As you can see, I'm losing most of my units probably, but yeah, he still has lots of elite knights here. Right now I would have needed those elite pikemen, but probably most of them are already dead, and they are not even fighting down there. But as you can see, those elite knights are basically everywhere. So let's use some auto heals, hopefully some menu heals as well. But yeah, I don't think we can really defeat him yet. We'll probably need to retreat really soon, otherwise we will probably lose. But let's keep fighting. As you can see, I'm using all that value of my ranged units. He basically doesn't have any crossbowmen here, so that's definitely something that's giving me an advantage. And I'm still producing more units here, so let's just add those units to our groups, and hopefully we can finish him.
Orders, sir. Ready.
So, as you can see, you can attack when you have full population, and you should be able to conquer this enemy. But this is still definitely not end. We will need to get to that black enemy and also defeat him. As you can see, I also have a level 5 Elite Knight, which is really good because he is giving me the full aura of vitality, which is giving me 50 HP to every unit. So that's really useful. And also let's heal our swordsmen. I also have a level 5 pikeman here. So usually I am telling you to heal your Elite Knights only, because that's the most value you can get from that heal, but right now if I have a level 5 unit I will also heal that. As you can see, the black enemy is attacking right now, which is really bad, because right now I don't even have any towers here. But hopefully I can create something big before he can destroy me. And as you can see, I also ran out of gems. So that's another thing that you have to keep in mind, as I mentioned, that eventually you will run out of gems in this mission, even though it's something that will take some time in this mission because you have that mine shaft. So here we can actually get some more resources. You can of course capture an expansion here. You have one mineral field, 3 gold fields and 1 gem mine. And you can also pick up some gem piles here. As you can see, it's 700 gems, which is really good. So I hope that we will destroy him after this. Yes, you can see we completed an objective by destroying our first enemy.
It will be done.
And right now I will just go here and create an expansion. But as you can see, the enemy from north is attacking once again, so let's just defend it with our units that we created during that attack. And also let's make that expansion. I mean, they probably killed some of my wood peasants here when I was attacking, or before that, because they started harvesting here. But right now I don't have any wood problems, and I can also get more wood here. As you can see, I didn't pick that up for a while, so right now I have 2 piles here of 1000 wood. So let's get that. And yeah, I mean, we can easily defend ourselves like this. And right now my ally should be able to defend from the south, so we should be okay. The enemy should be attacking like this path, so he should go around this town, but sometimes there is like 1 or 2 units that will get to this expansion and start destroying it, and if you don't have any units here you will probably lose your peasants. So I always recommend you to build like 4 towers here. Not like in this spot, because that would only lurk the enemy on your expansion, but if you build it like here, then it won't bring any extra attention, but it will still protect your expansion. It will destroy those like 2 units that will attack there, and then you can just easily repair that with your peasants that will be harvesting here. So that's like a really good idea to do. Here we can get some extra gems, and also I will start finally creating some more peasants for my expansion. So let's make it like this. And also I might also finish those towers finally, so we can upgrade them and have some extra defense here. I mean, yeah, we received another wood pile, so if I have some wood problems I can go there, but right now I don't need it, so let's not waste any time with that. And seems like I need 1 more crossbowman to fill up both of my groups with crossbowmans. I will also need some new knights. I will need 7 of them, and also some pikemen and swordsmen, but of course we don't have population for that. So right now this will be everything. Also let's repair this tower and upgrade all of those towers. And actually maybe I will not create all of those units because I will need peasants for my expansion. That will be the main priority right now. So let's actually maybe delete some of those units that we started creating here. Yeah, maybe even 1 more knight or 2 of them. because we will need lots of peasants here. So let's just start harvesting all of our resources, and as I mentioned, we will need some towers. So those are the areas where you want to build those towers.
Good idea. Will the work never
And
end,
like
my
this,
lord?
it should work pretty well. So right now we are just trying to make that expansion work, and of course also fill up our population with soldiers. I still need 3 more knights, but I don't have population for that. So let's just make some swordsmen. And also I probably deleted that one crossbowman that I was creating, so let's make him again. As you can see, he already attacked my expansion, so I will just need to go there with my army right now. Hopefully I can defend myself here without the army.
I am here.
I also will lose all of my peasants probably, but
I live to serve.
I mean that's a sacrifice that I have to make that expansion work later. But as you can see, I'm still able to defeat him with my main army, of course. It just takes some time to get there. Of course, he's also attacking me from north, but hopefully we can defend ourselves, or at least slow him down before I get here with my main army. As you can see at this stage of the game, basically your whole army is injured and you won't be able to heal those units anymore. So that's the point of the game where you need to start using that healing fountain probably. Also keep in mind that you need to heal your units, and as you can see, as I mentioned, I already have some level 5 knights or something, so that's like a really important unit to keep alive, of course.
Excellent idea.
Right now we'll probably destroy my whole main town or something, but I just need to sacrifice it to create this expansion. Yeah, I could have definitely split up my army before I went there, but I just wanted to save that expansion because it just seemed more important right now. And hopefully if I get here soon enough, I will be able to lurk those units away. Even though I will lose some knights, I will still be able to save this castle and also maintain that expansion, so the best value that we could get. Of course, I'm trying to save up my leveled up knights, that's the most important thing. And yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, I have enough resources, so if I lose some of those level 1 units, I don't really care, even if I lose elite knights that are really expensive. So like this it should be pretty good. Let's of course repair our buildings. And let's make all the peasants that we lost during the enemy attack. Also, I will upgrade the rest of my towers in the expansion and make sure that I have enough peasants here. Yeah, I have the exact number that I need, so we should be okay. Let's maybe build some more towers, because I don't want to lose this expansion again. I will also use the heal, but as I mentioned, we will need to use the healing fountain. So let's actually just choose the units that are full HP and send them away, so they are not blocking the healing fountain. Yeah, seems like this unit is also injured. I'm just holding shift and clicking the units in the group to select them, and I mean I'm putting away the units that are injured that I clicked to move here before, and like this I'm easily able to divide the units into groups. So the injured group goes to the fountain and heal themselves, and the rest of the army will stay here, of course. So we still have some free population, so let's rebuild our army, of course. We will need 6 knights, and yeah, still we need 1 more crossbowman. After that it doesn't really matter. Maybe some swordsmen might be good. And some pikemen if we get some free population during the fight. Right now we can of course attack from both sides. You can either choose to attack from south or from north, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can attack from both ways. I usually prefer this way because you will get to the main town faster, so he will not be producing any more units. But actually it's maybe easier to get there from the south. Yeah, it's just that I'm really used to going on this side, and also it has the advantage of you not really having to worry about enemy attacks, because if you go from south, then enemy can still attack you from north and you will probably lose your main town. While if you go from north, you don't have to worry about that, because on the south you have all of those towers and you have this huge army of your ally that will keep you protected. The only thing that you have to worry about is your expansion right here, but we already protected it with our towers, so that shouldn't be a problem as well. So I'm probably harvesting some wood here, so let's try to save some of those peasants, but they will probably die to those elite knights.
Good idea.
So let's just let them die. And as you can see, I was able to defend myself with those towers. I will just repair them and we are okay. Maybe I can help my ally to defend here, but if the attack comes also from north again, I will also need to be there. But as you can see, you are able to defend yourself with those towers and army of your ally. You don't really need to go here. So let's actually retreat, because I don't want to lose my main town again. Yeah, I will lose some peasants, but I can easily recreate them. That won't be too big of a problem. Actually, it seems like there is one elite knight left here for some reason, so let's bring him back. And yeah, I probably lost something here, but not too big of a deal. I was able to preserve most of my peasants, and right now I have full population, so let's just heal my units, and after that we can start finally attacking the black enemy after an hour, which is pretty long time, but we needed to deal with that green enemy as well, of course, so that took us some time, of course. So let's group up. You have this free space. Doesn't matter how long you wait. He will never group up his army somewhere around here. He will always stay behind his towers. So that's here. As you can see, there is like a small road. So there will be definitely a tower on this spot. So right now we have a really free space where we can group up our army. But as you can see, the entrance is pretty narrow, so it will be pretty difficult to fight them there. But I have leveled up units and full population, so hopefully we will be able to defeat him. And if not, we will just make another attack. Yeah. Again, the most important thing is to have your production buildings ready. You need to queue up some units there, and after that you should be pretty okay. Yeah, we are running out of gems a little bit, but we will receive some more gems here after a while. As you can see, damaged my mineshaft, so if you are not careful enough, the attack from north could also just destroy your mineshaft, and that would be really unfortunate because you would lose a ton of gems. Yeah, this is a really valuable building that you need to keep alive to have the maximum value as you can.
I am here, my lord.
So right now I basically have all of my units in production buildings queued up. I have full population, so let's just save the game once again, the most important thing, and let's attack them. I will lurk them out a little bit. As you can see, there are some swordsmen. I will destroy them before the towers, in front of the towers, but of course they will probably retreat a little bit. Maybe let's try to save some of our pikemen for later if we meet some elite knights. And like this we should be able to hopefully defeat them. I will also bring my ranged units a little bit closer because we have quite a lot of them, so they are blocking themselves there. But as you can see, he also has lots of crossbowmen, so here it will be really important that I have leveled up my crossbowmen before. Again, I need to keep alive my level 5 knight, so hopefully I can do that somehow before I run out of heals, and hopefully I can also shoot with all of my crossbowmen at once. I mean the Elite Knight level 5 is really important to keep alive because he has a strong aura that's buffing all of my units, so definitely want to keep him safe as long as I can. Also don't forget to use your Elixir of Strength. If you are using some scouts, then of course use your prayer abilities. And right now he has some pikemen here, so I will just bring my Elite Knights that are left alive still. I will keep them in the back for a while, so they don't die, and then I will move forward again. As you can see, there are more towers, but this is already the main town. So probably I want to really destroy his production buildings really quickly, so he don't make any more units. That would be really unnecessary, let's say. And as you can see, I'm just running out of gems, so again, that's the main problem in the late game, even in this map. I'm just trying to maintain everything alive. Yeah, he's attacking, but I don't really care about that. At least there will be less units in the town that I need to destroy. And of course, this will just die to my ally and those towers. I can also upgrade the tower there. And everything that attacks my expansion will just die naturally, because he will never come here with like a large enough army to destroy even one tower. There will be only like 1 or 2 knights always, so we can easily defend that with those few towers.
Our forces are under attack.
As you can see, I'm already making some new armies here. So let's just group everything and send it to help us. As you can see, if you somehow decide to defeat the black enemy, or not decide but manage to destroy the black enemy first, you can also pick up some resources here. You can see there is 2400 gems, so that's pretty useful. Maybe also you get some gems by destroying those houses or farms. And there is the, of course, second entrance where you could attack from the south, so there will be some towers and also some more units that you will need to destroy if you decide to attack from north as I did, so also keep that in mind. As you can see, my ally easily was able to defend our town, even though he only has basically only archers. Basically everything else already died because those non-elite melee units are pretty squishy. Archers of course as well, but those are ranged units, so they will always stay alive a little bit longer because they are safe behind those melee units. So let's just finish this up. As you can see, there were not many units left, and right now it seems like we destroyed everything, but sometimes in this mission there is one peasant somewhere in these trees, I believe. So let's check this area. Maybe we left someone here. Yeah, let's just press attack move. Yeah, it seems like somewhere there are some units that we need to finish. I don't know where exactly, so let's just go over the map and explore those black areas. There might be some more units. And it seems like there is one more elite knight attacking me, so we will just kill him with that one knight. Let's keep it fair. Let's make a 1v1 duel here, and hopefully that will be the last unit that we need to kill in this mission. I will zoom in so we can see it. As you can see, it's fair 1v1. I won't even use the heal. They should kill each other, I believe. Actually, it seems like he might hit me first, but hopefully he doesn't. It's like a really interesting way to end the mission. And I mean, if he doesn't win, then I will just... I mean, if my knight doesn't win, we'll just finish him. Yeah, actually the enemy knight won, so we'll need to finish him with another knight. So yeah, this was really nice ending, and we were finally able to finish this 14th mission. So yeah, definitely the longest mission yet, also the hardest one. Let's check the results. As you can see, let's check the units. Here you can see that they had lots of units. They lost a ton of units, definitely more than I did. Yeah, my ally also didn't kill too many of the enemy units, but he still produced quite a decent amount that really helped us defend ourselves. As you can see here, basically the same amount of units at the same time as I had. And also here we have the experience. In buildings you can see how many towers we built, some researches, destroyed, lost. Yeah, as you can see, we also lost lots of those towers, but wasn't a problem in the end. We were still able to win. So yeah, thanks for watching. This was really exhausting mission, but it will get even harder. So let's prepare for that, and next time we'll take a look at the 15th mission, which will be another building mission. So yeah, take care guys.